In terms of the restoration sequence and priorities, when we restore a feeder or main artery, what generally happens is you're closing a switch at the substation, which energizes that main artery, as well as the lines coming off of that artery to customers. When you switch that on, anyone who doesn't have a pre-existing fault along that feeder will immediately see their lights back on. But along those feeders, there's additional protective devices, primarily fuses, that will blow if during the event, the hurricane, the storm, branches or some sort of debris hit the entire network or the rest of the feeder. And so during a storm, what quite often happens is there's debris flying around, hitting lines, and when that happens, fuses blow along the route. And so when we start to restore, we may be very, very far away from the actual village or neighborhood or street when we reclose, and some persons along that route will see power because they didn't have a pre-existing fault, and others may not see it because there's a fuse or a number of fuses that have blown, and the faults may actually still exist on the line. So it's not just a matter of going and immediately reclosing those fuses, because you need to do a full inspection, clear whatever caused the fuse to blow in the first place, make it safe, then do whatever repairs are necessary, and then making it safe to reclose that or reestablish that link. In some instances, the fault itself may have cleared itself, so you may not actually see anything on the line anymore. It may have struck and then blown away, and it's a simple matter of us just closing back the fuse. In other cases, there's work that may need to be done. But in all cases, we need to do a full inspection. So when the restoration is going on, we would do those closing the main feeders. We will what we call inspect the line or run the line to see what we find along the main routes. And we will try to close up along the line in a way that gives us the majority of the customers, that brings the majority of the customers back on. When we do that, as you would see across the island in some areas, there still will be some places or some streets where lights are off because there's a fuse or some other challenge or issue that needs to be resolved. But what we're trying to do in the restoration is we're trying to get as many people as we can back on as quickly as possible with the resources that we have. And so we would do some closing, and then we will dispatch that crew to the next place where you can bring on hundreds rather than maybe dozens of customers for that same resource. So that's why in the first instance you'll see some we may not get back there immediately is because we're on another street somewhere or neighborhood where we were restoring hundreds of customers with the same crew. Hopefully that helps.